Alright, so welcome back to another scenario of What If Civilization Started Over slash Shrimpmap. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 23rd episode. It's a lot of episodes. I'll do like a 25th episode special when we get there. But yeah, let's do a quick little recap. So in the, I guess, last half episode, wasn't really an episode. We just saw the peace treaty of World War One. And as you could tell, a lot has changed. Mostly, the red team is the dominant power in the world, followed by the purple team, Sweden, the three Asian powers, and a war down here. As Russia has also collapsed, with them losing their capital and being pushed into more of a Siberian country. Anyway, sorry about that. But let's just jump straight into this video. So starting off, we gotta talk about some unfinished business down here. And I'm talking about the Great Battle of Northern Africa. I mean, the Battle for the Horn. As this is a very ugly looking area, so let's just do that to make it slightly prettier. We're gonna change this country's color to like that, so I can see what's going on. These colors were just so similar, as you could tell. But yeah, let's take a look at this war. As we're coming up here, we're gonna be seeing the purple team, or this purple team, flooding into this gray team, actually encircling the capital. As with that, the rest of the areas of the country rapidly fall to the purple team forces, followed next by the country. The red team begins to be like, yeah, to the red team this just looks like fresh meat, as the purple team is weakened, and yeah. But the trapezoid team is kicking the Heart Alliance's ass. As these two have been throwing hands, I think, since the start of World War One, or it happened in the second episode of World War One. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the Hearts are kicking the Trapezoids' ass. But we're gonna be seeing the Trapezoids make a decent pushback, as this blue team makes a push to the orange team capital. Coming up here, we're going to be taking a look at the red team flooding into this country. And you may be wondering, why is this important? But the reason that's important is because that country was part of the Trapezoid Alliance. So, yeah, they're at war with the Trapezoids, which is terrible news, again, for the Trapezoids. But the Trapezoids, the Hearts are going to make a pushback up here, as, yeah, the red team is pretty much on their side at this point. Because they were pulled into the war, not knowing that this country is part of the Trapezoids. This country didn't know that they were part of the Trapezoids either. It's just, they joined one day, and then the next, the red team invaded. So yeah, with red team forces flooding in, yeah, we're going to be seeing the Stark Blue Nation falling into the bane of existence that is under this country's occupation. And then, rapidly, this country falls. Then, this blue team is like, nope, we're good. And now, let's do a quick little treaty of this area. We don't talk about these two, okay? They never existed, and they won't exist, okay? They have always been part of the red team. Definitely. Anyways, we're gonna be seeing Yemen losing a couple pixels of land, because the red team wants some of this. So they gain this and makes a horrible border with the blue team. It's okay. They'll be dealt with soon. Wait, don't ask what that means, okay? No questions asked. Or you will face the same fate that the Stark blue team did. Anyways, this is the new official color of that African country. Yeah. Well, we're gonna see them losing land. A lot of it. As the trapezoids as an alliance don't exist anymore, pretty much. As the orange team is not the strongest nation in Africa that originates from Africa. You know, because we're not. And the red team, they're going to be gaining what looks to be a weird chunk of land from this nation that no longer exists. But yeah, they just follow the coastline and the Nile, so that's how they get these ugly borders. This trapezoid and the diamond alliances don't exist anymore. But later in the episode, we'll be taking a look at a new alliance forming down here. As this nation, they tripled in size, pretty much. Then, coming over here, this nation, they just get coastline. Yeah. But the orange team becomes way stronger from this war, and the red team even gets this island. Maybe from sheer violence, I don't know, but they get the land. So yeah, the red team, let's put them over America. North America. As they're massive. They're like around the size of the United States. That's how massive they are. They can go from like New York to Seattle easily. That's how big their nation is. And they're bigger than the Amazon rainforest. And they're even bigger than their biggest rival. So, that is just freaking insane, isn't it? Okay, let's just fix this real quick. Okay, there we go. Quick, easy fix. But let's come to Europe. The economy of Europe has crashed. Russia's alliance is gone. Wait, what? Russia's alliance is gone, which was one of the biggest reasons why the economy of Europe was stabilized. Because to these countries, there's pretty much not a world without Russia's alliance. And that's the world they're facing now. So, yeah. And the purple team and Stockholm have become like pretty much war-drawn economies. Which means they're gonna have to keep expanding to keep their economy up. But that's a perfect time, as this country was planning to invade. As you can tell, they haven't, because they would have already been obliterated by now. But the purple team launches an attack because the whole time they knew that Italy was going to invade. It was just a matter of time until they did. And them and their new ally down here both decide to split up Italy, as the purple team gains a pretty decent chunk of land, and so does this blue Italian team, which we'll now refer to as Italy. But yeah, the purple team's economy begins to dwindle again, which makes them look at their surrounding neighbors like prey. But Sweden, they don't really care about that. What they care about is exploration. And using their North Atlantic colony in Greenland, they decide to explore these islands using their navy and to make settlements all around them, as they even explore the Hudson Bay. as the unclaimed land, or the unexplored land, is going to get a massive boost as Sweden single-handedly explores all of these islands. Yeah. And there's one man going by the name Frederick's single mother. Yeah, let's just call him that. Anyways, but yeah. We see Sweden single-handedly just doing all of this. It's freaking epic, bro. And you know what they do? They expand their colony encompassing all of these islands, as they even make settlements all across Canada and throughout the Hudson Bay. I mean, that's not what they call this bay. It's probably the Bay of Frederick's single mother. But, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, Sweden, they're big now. And their economy is kind of focused on exploration now. Yeah, their economy went from just a normal economy to a war-fought economy to a expansionist economy. It's pretty weird, but they have a massive chunk of land in North America, and no one's going to do anything about it, except Copenhagen. They've been wanting to explore this area, but they just never found the time, as they're going to explore the Bahamas, Cuba, and up of Florida, as we're seeing these areas being explored by, oh my god, I just repeated myself multiple times. These brain farts I've been having are not that epic. But anyways, we see the entire Gulf of Mexico being explored. And yeah, North America is rapidly being filled in. Coming over here, we're finally going to be seeing the finishing of exploring these areas. But we're just going to be seeing these areas being explored because the waters up here are freezing balls. As the Europeans also... What? Not all of that. As the Europeans begin to explore more in the Indian and Southern Atlantic Oceans, that we're actually beginning to see the end of these layers. Yeah, soon the water and unclaimed layers are going to be gone soon. And it's going to be quicker than you think. Anyways, Australia begins to get rapidly explored as well. And so do the waters around Australia. Then they do this, and then the Europeans end up over here. Yeah, this has just been me yapping while I just draw over the map. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. As we see the world looking like this now. And we will update the religious layer soon. It's just useless right now as we have no purpose for it. It's just there. And we need to do a power ranking upgrade because shit has changed. Anyways, number 1 is going to be the red team. It's obvious they're the strongest in the world at this point, and oh my god, I'm stuttering so bad. Anyways, we see the purple team being number 2, the gold team being number 3, China being number 4, Mongolia being number 5. Kind of scary for some nations, but it's okay. Korea being 6. This Indian nation being 7. Again, kind of surprising. But we're going to be seeing France in number 8. What? What just happened? What the fuck? Anyways, France is number 8. This country, number 9. They've never been on one of these rankings before, so it's cool to see them here, you know. And number 10, this is kind of a hard choice, you know. There's so many strong nations. I lied. Sweden's number 9. It would be higher up, but I forgot about them. This nation's number 10. Then 11. And then number 10, 12. Again, a very hard choice. But I say, at this point, it has to go to this country down here. They have done nothing except be allied to the strongest nation in the world. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the new power rankings. And let's just see some expansion. As we're going to be seeing Copenhagen get a shit ton of land in the Americas, gaining a lot of northern South America, gaining this land right here, boom, and then pow, gaining multiple massive colonies across the Caribbean that completely benefit their nation. Then we see the Indian team gaining massive chunks of land, and that's going to be it for this video. Yep, that's it. Sorry. But anyways, have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching this. And next episode will be a lot more eventful, as we'll see a new alliance forming that would be like the Axis, but we're also going to be seeing a, ideology layer coming, so we can see what the map looks like, or what ideologies countries follow. Most is monarchies, but a new thing started in Sweden. It's like a democracy. It started in Sweden, rapidly spread it out into Europe, into Asia. Most of these countries now are part of it, instead of Russia's ideology that they were, or, yeah. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Sorry for me just yapping the whole time. Oh, no, I just have massive brain farts and I just go on and on and on and on. Anyways, wonderful day. Now, you better